Well, hi, and thanks for joining me here in my shop. Today is April 2nd. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day outside, so that's where I'm going to be today. But I'm going to spend a little bit of time in my shop here, hiding away and working on this capacitor. I'm just going to change this capacitor, play the radio, and that'll probably be it for today. So I'm going to do this kind of quickly. You know, I've got two cats that just antsy to go outside. They really want to go out. My wife and I know that, you know, the first day we let the cats out is we'll let them out every day after that until the fall. So it's a big deal for the cats. So it's 50 and a 50. Also, I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to do camera close-ups or anything like that. I'm just going to slow me down. Okay. There we go. Now, do that. These two guys, negatives together. We're gonna kind of see how quick I can do this. Can't do it quick without some solder. Here we are. Today, early on, some neighborhood cat was walking outside our house, and one of my cats saw it. I could almost hear the cat going, how come that cat's out there and I can't be out there? Let me out there. On our property, like most houses around here, we have lots of chipmunks. We have a lot of chipmunks on our property. And our cats, they love those chipmunks. So they've been making plans. They're sitting in our window all day, watching the chipmunks outside, making plans. Okay, so the negative goes down to that terminal. Can we possibly tuck this right in here? These wires only come so far. Can we kind of do that? The red one only comes down to here, so if I don't want to extend it, I got to be way up here. I have to extend the black one down. The orange one's good. So put one extension on the black. One extension wire on the black. This is kind of weird. Oh, that's just a piece of shielded wire. I don't want that. Just a little piece of hookup wire. Boy, you'd think that'd be the easiest thing in my shop to come up with, but sometimes it's not. There we go. Okay. Making sure I didn't nick it. If you nick the copper when you do that, then the copper is quite likely to break. I'm going to put this right up here. starting to say, how can I lose things I just had in my hand a moment ago? Okay. You notice when I'm serious about getting things done, I don't talk. I'm silent. Normally I'm operating much more relaxed when I'm in here. And yeah, making these videos is definitely a distraction. Okay, so I think I got that soldered. Seemed kind of weird actually the way it felt. Okay. That's it for the negative side of things. Now for the positive side. Hey, we need positive here. So this one goes to this terminal right here. I can just put the wire straight onto that terminal. Let's shorten this up a little bit. That'll give some good rigidity to this otherwise floating around capacitors here. I cut that too short. What a dummy. I know I'm upset these days, like everybody is upset these days, because I find myself walking around the house having conversations out loud with imaginary people. Talking to different leaders and talking to some relatives, and right out loud I find myself doing that. When I'm alone. I don't I don't do that around my wife, but when I'm alone, and it could be an extension of what I do in here. You know, I kind of practiced it, just talking to no one. So maybe that's what's happening to me. Just like everybody, I'm watching for my own stress indicators, like getting up at 5 in the morning because you can't sleep. Done that one. I'm not a particular worrier. I know when you feel worry, it's time to think about actions. It's time to stop worrying and think about what can I do about this thing and come up with something. Anything at all will make you feel better. Even if it's just, and I hate to say this, reading up on news, or the angle I'm taking is I'm looking not for news stories. I'm looking for what the medical industry is saying. And it's all over the internet. You can find papers and literally letters written by doctors and raw notes and all kinds of stuff is all over the internet. I also look at the big sites, World Health Organization and others, to see what exactly they're saying. And I tell myself I'm availing myself of useful information, and while I'm doing it, I'm not wasting my time. And that makes me feel a little better. And some of the information is actually making me feel better about the situation. Could the world be in the midst of a large overreaction? Well, I don't think so. If I were a political leader, I would be yanking all the controls I could get my hands on right now, because if you put this under control, it's going to look like a bad flu season with a lot of older people passing away. But if you didn't put it under control, it would look like something horrendous. Pretty sure of that. So, very bad flu season, in fact. Okay, see if we can push this down. Got this negative to hide a little bit. Beautiful. That's good. That's solid. There it is. Let's see if it made any difference. Well, it will have made a difference, that's for sure. And this lovely little radio. One of you sent me an email, and in it is a link to an advertisement. Unfortunately, I can't include the advertisement in my video, but itself, I can't cut it in because of copyright stuff. But the video is an advertisement from, I guess, probably the late 50s, early 60s, advertising all kinds of RCA radios of this kind of vintage. And not really advertising, I think it was a video produced for the sales force to watch. And basically they can watch this guy as he talks about all these fantastic radios. A great video. I'll see if I can put a link in the description for this video you're watching now. You can click on that link and watch this. It's about 5 minutes long or whatever. And you really got a kick out of it. Okay, let's plug it in. Let's see. Switch is off right now. Switch is off. Switch is off. I'm going to switch it on. I don't want to handle this switch, once it's on because of those. In fact, you know what I should be doing? I should be taping over that because I can't keep an eye on this thing and it's out of control right now. Let me get some tape here. Okay, we just have to throw some masking tape on it. Yeah, I should have taken care of that right away. Really. This is just to make sure there's no contact with this. I'll look up at my panel and see if the power was on. Boy, I could have got myself quite a lift if the power was on there. There we go. That's a little better. Switch is on. Power is coming on. Volume is down. Power on. Going through the dim bulb. See it glow just a bit there. Charging up the nice new capacitors in here. Clock is working. Radiation is flowing. Today is not the 19th or Thursday. Good luck changing that stuff. Well, maybe we can. It's got two change controls sticking out the back. There we are. Well, today is Thursday. Oh, I can't go that way. Today is... Oh my gosh, how does this all work? Oh, one way to change the day, and the other way to change the number. Oops, 13, 12. Today is the 2nd. I don't know why I'm bothering doing this, but there we are. Thursday, the 2nd. Hey radio. Humphrey. Bent pointer. Picking up helicopters. Okay, come on. Ooh, okay. That's kind of interesting what happened there. So I think that's a short in the plates on the tuning capacitor. But after I made the short and pulled back, the radio seemed to operate a little differently. Not differently enough. Surprisingly, it picks up nothing. Okay, so the capacitor's rating me open here. Oh, maybe I had this directionally incorrect. Let's do that. Let's check that. Did I say dimensionally incorrect? Okay. It's not going to pick anything up, so let's give them a strong signal, see if anything comes through. And all that noise and gibberish that's coming through is quite encouraging. Bring on signal generator here. 1452 output is here. Now this has a built-in loop antenna. There's a ground lead to the frame of the capacitor here, and the other lead going to the other side. I think I'm just going to try clipping onto the insulation here. See if that'll get enough signal into the radio. Particularly if I blast it. Okay, what happened there? Radio is currently tuned to around 640, and we're way up high on the signal generator. Let's take it down to 640 or so. I'm not going to get there. Through the IF. IF looks like it's at around 475. Picking up something at 530. That's too low. Tuned around 600 and it's at 530. Let's go up about here. See if that doesn't come in at around 640 now. The actual pointer is here. Quite a little higher yet. Very close to 640. That was a good station there. What was that? .608. 590 is right here. 590 is a strong station. Well, it's a weak radio, for sure. It's a weak radio. Oh, what did I just do? Completely killed it. What just happened? It's still going, but let's look at the antenna. Continuous. Okay, hold on a sec. So I just tapped this tube and everything came back to life. So we've got a dirty tube. Let's do the dirty tube routine here. I'll leave it on while I do it. Let's turn it up a little bit more. Hear it. So radio sounds basically the same. thing up. So what I got to do next is find the schematic for the radio and look at the alignment instructions, and we'll fool around and see if the alignment isn't way out on this. I don't know why it would be, but got 2 trimmer screws right there that somebody could screwdriver pretty easily. The local oscillator one's right there. You can just see somebody screwdrivering it, and then it's out of alignment and not to come back. So let's look for some alignment instructions here. Well, search as I may, I cannot find anything about this radio model on the internet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume the IF is 455, and I'm going to go ahead and tune that up, because I'm pretty sure I can get away with doing that. We'll find out how accurately tuned it is in the first place. Still there. So we need this to be on 455. Now, I'm just gonna let this go into the antenna the same way I had it before. I'm just gonna clip onto the antenna lead wire and make sure there's a strong signal coming from my signal generator, which there is. Let's see if we hear it again. So, come on, hang on, you can do it. It's right there. It's very weak. Very weak. Okay, let me blast it in better here. What I'll do is I'll put the one lead from the signal generator right onto the antenna. The radio's turned down. This got to go down. Leave the ground off for now. I think I have a good terminal up here I can catch. Okay, hold up. There we are. Okay, now we're getting enough signal to do something with. We'll go a little higher. Now, for some reason we're not hearing the modulation at all. Don't worry about this. Isn't that a little odd? So that's tuned in. Oh, it is there. But look at that. It's a huge jump in the volume right there on the volume control. .475, so it's quite a ways off. How it got that way, I don't know. Now, is it slugs or screws? I think it's going to be slugs. Let's take a guess at that. We'll try this. It'll be way too big. Let me flip this guy up. Okay, safety man. Make sure that. Now I'm trying to look right up into the right up in here and see what kind of a slug it is. I cannot tell. It's a slot. It's a slot. Okay, now I know. Slot. Let's try. Let's try this. It's good and stiff. It won't even fit in the hole. Okay, we'll try this and hope the slug is fairly free. That's moving the slug there. Do this by ear? Yeah, we'll do this by ear this time because bigger one here. I can hear the change, but I don't know which way is better. Let's try this one. So what are the chances somebody's done this fool around? It's very low. Got it. This isn't working well. It's camming out every time this is going to be too big. Sure, way too big. Just keep working my way down through them here. Let's try. Oh, this is going to be too big. Okay. I think this is going to be too big also. They're all too big. I won't even go in the hole. Really getting low on stuff here. Okay, let me try a metal one. Now that's crazy. I'll put a metal thing in there. Almost certainly it's going to retain the radio. Not even sure that'll fit. Not going to fit. Let's try another one. You want to be really careful if you do this for a number of reasons with a metal screwdriver. It's varying the... But I can turn this a lot better. No doubt about it. Turns very freely. So that's 473, but we want it at 455. I'll turn this towards 455. Until we have trouble hearing it. And then we're going to bring it back. It's pretty weird sounds in this thing. I think that's all the noise that's coming in on the antenna. Kind of guessing at that. Okay, let's go to the other side here. Okay, here we go. It's kind of really weird sounding. Oh my gosh, how do you get into this one? Oh, looks like they have a hole here. That doesn't make sense. Where's my little puny tool? I made a little puny tool. A puny tool. Here it is. Let's try the puny tool. I don't think it's puny enough. Not puny enough. Okay. Can we get this into there? Too big. Right idea. Too big though. Okay. You know, I can't tell what I'm doing with this. Let's use the ground to try to silence the radio here. Silence the other signals, because I think that's really what I'm up against. So we just need to ground this onto the what? So here is the capacitor frame with the antenna. I can just go over here. I can just go over there. Let's go over there. Okay, now we need noises come from that. Nothing too serious. So this should basically replace the, kill the antenna signal itself. Should get just a nicer tone to work with. Still really, really badly hummy kind of thing. Now, I haven't got the schematic. I looked for a schematic, couldn't find one. Don't know exactly how they've done the B- in here. Guessing it's a wire with a capacitor. Guessing it's a B- bus with a capacitor to the chassis. This connection, if I made it to the B-, would probably make the radio go nice and quiet and no hum. Let's see if we can continue with this now. 466. Wow. It's really pretty strange sounding stuff here. I think I'm failing to get it anywhere. Of course, I'm trying to move it to 455. So it looks like I just I'm a what? I don't even know what I was going to say there. Wow, it's, you know, almost anybody's guess. Like, where's the tone? Let's get 1,000 hertz on there. That sounds a little more easy to identify. So I think probably a couple more capacitors got to be changed. There's something going on making that, instead of a pure tone, it sounds like it's got a 60 cycle hum in it. Okay, back to filling around with this. I'm not going to get too far. Get it closer to 455 anyway. Not exactly sure what I'm achieving here, but this guy is humming like crazy. You can see the bent plate here, right here. When you tighten this down just enough, you can see it. You can see which plate it is right there. How did that get bent? That's weird. Right in the middle of it. Okay. I know what it is. I'll worry about it later. Because first we got to get the radio to work. Okay, we're aiming for 455. Let's just do the best we can here. Wow. Tell me where that is, the right spot. My gosh. We'll have to do a more serious job on this, I think. I don't think the wing it is going to work. Come on, go in. It is in. Okay, so I don't know. I'm cleaning it up. I don't know what good that is, though. Come on. I don't know what's happening. It's definitely not behaving normally. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to get using my ears, which is no good at all. Okay, radio, let's see if you pick up anything now. stunned if it works much different than it did. Short. Last thing I'm going to do is give them a little bit of help here and see if that won't bring in a station. Get out my crazy Guggenheim machine. Crazy Guggenheim. Ooh, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. And this will be to an outdoor antenna. Well, you can't even see my crazy Guggenheim machine here. This is not nearly as complicated as it looks. In fact, it's not complicated at all. It's kind of goofy. So what we do is I'm going to use this to resonate the signal from my outdoor antenna on this coil and make it strong near the radio, and the radio will then have a better chance to pick up stuff. That's my theory. I'm going to try it. So rather than hook onto the tuned large coil, I'm hooking onto the small 1 or 2 turn coil in here. And then I got to run and turn on my antenna because it's not switched to the shop. See if it makes any difference yet. So we're tuned, we think, actually down here at 650. I don't know where I am on this. No, of course not. Okay, I gotta go throw this on. And we'll run and run back. Okay. Let's just put this guy right around. Now this is our radio, it doesn't seem to be receiving, so I mean this may not work. It's not the fault of what I'm trying to do. It's the radio itself. So I'm getting this up close to the radio antenna. Okay. I hear something right now. Now we'll tune this. So what I've done here is I've simply impressed a stronger signal onto the antenna in the radio. And it works. So what this tells me is the radio is working. It's insensitive for some reason. Gives us a chance to hear the speaker.
Ontario's doctors are urging you to practice physical distancing to slow the spread of coronavirus. Stay home, avoid gatherings, stay away from those who don't live with you, and distance yourself from anyone sick in your household. Maintain physical distance, but continue to provide emotional support to your loved ones. If you've recently traveled, self-isolate for 14 days. Stay home, keep your distance. For more information, visit virusfacts.ca. This message is brought to you by the Ontario Medical Association.
This is All News Radio, 680 News.
A sunny sky.
I'll say one thing. In Canada, we have received absolutely consistent directions on what to do the whole time. It's been building up. Do more, do more, do more. But there's none of this. Go that way. No, go this way. No, don't go. Yeah, go. No, don't go. No, go this way. Go that. It's none of that here. It's all been quite well orchestrated, I guess is the word. It's a one step forward all the time. So.
Virus case today, and it's another massive number, 401 new infections, including 53 deaths. And the Prime Minister is expected to speak to Canadians in about a half an hour from now. He'll likely face questions about that CBC report And that says Canada's part-time soldiers will be deployed next week to help in the fight against COVID-19.
Yeah, pulling out all the stops is what's going on. Okay, so where am I at with this now? So I've sort of fished the IF into some zone where it should be. Maybe that helped the radio a little bit. You can have the IF causing the tuning to no longer be aligned on the front end. If the IF gets too far out, it's just out of alignment. So somebody with an IF that's out, maybe tuned to 470, could then work the front end back onto it, and everything would work fairly fine, except the dial may not be terribly accurate. Dial was way out here. I don't know what station we're listening to.
1 year sign-stealing bans for former Houston Astros manager A.J. Hinch and GM Jim Little.
Well, they're talking about sports. It could be 590.
ESPN's Buster Olner reporting the...
Yeah, ESPN. I think it's 590. So 590 is being received way up here at 750. So position of the pointer on the string is an issue. Local oscillator is an issue, and and alignment's an issue. I got tubes, and maybe a weak tube in there too. That's causing the poor reception. I mean, I don't want to have to, give this radio back and say, by the way, you need this thing too. I don't want that to happen. Great. Well, that's good enough for today because the sun is shining even brighter out there. I got a cat. Look at this. This is what's happening. She's dreaming about being out there. That's right, Shadow. You're going out. In just a few minutes, we're all going out. She doesn't speak English very well, so I don't think she quite knows what I just said to her, because if she did, man alive, she'd be on the move. So thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe. Tomorrow we'll pursue this thing with a more serious attempt at an alignment. I'll keep looking for a schematic for it. I can't find it. Some of you like to look for schematics for me. If you are one of those, then this is a Westinghouse model 5T121R-2 made in Brantford. It's a Canadian built radio. I don't think there's any other identifiers on here. 60 cycles stamped on it. Okay. Once again, thanks again, and stay safe. See you tomorrow.